3, 2, 1.
Mike, turn your games down.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to a special episode of Games My Mom Found. It's time for our Year in Gaming 2005. And who is with me tonight?
This is Michael Colby from Jack Billings Presents, and I thought we were going to do 2004, so I had to scramble for 2005 games.
And I'm Kyle, and what are you buying?
I forgot that was 2005 until, you mentioned it, Kyle.
Yeah, it's it just barely squeaks by into 2005 too. Like, I believe the GameCube version came out in North America, and I believe January. So holy shit, this
January 11.
Yeah, just barely makes it. Oh man, ooh.
You're not going to like what I have to say about Resident Evil 4.
That's okay. That's what makes an interesting discussion. That's what makes an interesting podcast.
So what we do for these is we just kind of look at the year as a whole and talk about games that came out, games that we played, games that we loved, games that existed. Who knows? Yeah. But we just kind of talk about the year in general. So that's what you can expect. Mm-hmm. And Kyle, do you want to take us off of the game we just already started to mention?
Do you want to do that one like right now? I just wanted to. Okay, all right then. Well, y'all, because it actually came out right at the fucking beginning of the year in January. To start things off, let's discuss Resident Evil 4. So, folks, how do we feel? Because this game was such a fucking bomb. Sorry, it wasn't a bomb, but it just this game just kind of just exploded. Everyone was really excited for it, and I feel like what everyone was expecting was oh, it's gonna be this type of game, and then we saw a demo, and it was okay, this looks way different than what Resident Evil's been the past couple of games, and the camera is now this way, and it and then this game finally hitting store shelves. Man, what a fucking just interesting way to start the year with of all the games to ring in January with Resident Evil 4. This holy shit. I don't know if
I'm with you. So
I don't know if anybody wants to go first of their opinions, because I have some opinions, but like I said, if anybody wants to go first, be my guest.
I love it.
I don't have a ton to say about Resident Evil 4, but as the dissenting voice on Games My Mom Found, hate Resident Evil 4. I think it is the beginning of the downfall of Resident Evil that didn't come back until 7. And it did the thing that a lot of James Cameron's movies did. I just thought of this earlier today. I was thinking about it, and I'm like,
all right.
Resident Evil 4 is the Terminator 2 of video games, where they had a horror franchise, and then they turned it into an action franchise. Mm-hmm. And Leon is the Eddie Furlong of Resident Evil. He sucks. He's annoying, and I hate him.
He has he has the fucking hair swoop.
He does have the hair swoop.
Is Terminator 1 a horror movie?
Yeah, Terminator 1's a horror movie.
Oh, yeah. Dude, Terminator 1's a fucking hardcore, slasher horror movie.
Yeah.
It's literally just a slasher, except, the big difference is that instead of slashings, the Terminator, which is the fucking horror movie monster, uses guns. It just shoots everybody. Yeah, Terminator 1 is hardcore a horror movie.
Yeah, it's an awesome horror movie. And Terminator
1's a fucking masterpiece. I love that movie.
Terminator 1 is by far the best Terminator. And Alien did the same thing, but I think Aliens was more successful than Terminator 2, probably because it didn't have Edward Furlong in it.
I'm sorry, Michael. I love your opinions. I respect the hell out of them. I'm going to completely disagree, though. I think Terminator 2 is a masterpiece. I really, really don't understand a lot of people's shit with Edward Furlong and his performance in that movie. I think he's fine. He's good. Especially for being this kind of from the not from a stable home life of a kid who's just kind of fucking squeezing, just kind of, barely getting by and fucking just trying to just exist. Like, I think Edward Furlong's performance in that movie is honestly a little underrated. And I know that sounds like, Kyle, that's fucking stupid. That movie was a fucking juggernaut at the box office. But like, no. Like, I always hear people fucking dog on his performance. And I'm not saying Edward Furlong's a good actor or anything, but like, I think his performance in that movie is honestly good. I think he does a good job at what he's trying to be as this fucking gritty 12-year-old fucking kid who has nothing in his life except, the ability to do shit like bullshit hacking and fucking, like go drive on his dirt bike.
Yeah, I'm not gonna like dispute that. It's been a while since I've seen Terminator 2. I will say, just seeing Eddie Furlong is enough to irritate me. So
no, I get it.
Yeah, that's how I felt about Resident Evil. It took this this horror franchise that I loved since it came out. Like, I'm old, so I've been playing Resident Evil since it came out, and to turn it into an action game, and then like by this point there had already been third-person action games that played a lot better than this, like where you could move and shoot at the same time, which I know is a big like it's one of the hacky things to talk about with this game is that you can't move and shoot, but it is annoying. Like every time I try to play Resident Evil 4, I'm like, these controls are bad even for 2005. So it just, I don't know. And it started off the franchise into what I think is a bad course.
Here's the weird thing. As much as I fucking love Resident Evil 4, and which, by the way, folks, I love Resident Evil 4. I think the game is fucking incredible. I think it's a masterpiece. I'm actually gonna kind of agree with you, though, that it did lead to a bit of a downfall in the series. I actually don't really like, I was gonna say 4. It's like, wait, what the fuck? I just contradicted myself. What the hell's going on here? I'm gonna say, I actually don't really like 5 and 6. I mean, I like 6, but ironically, because it's such a fucking terribly made game, and it's so abysmal, and just, like, it has so many odd choices in it, and, like, like, Jesus, like, Resident Evil 6 is, like, it's this weird fucking, like, this feels like a beginner's game. Like, I feel like the game was just, like, a bunch of university students just got out of, like, university from, like, game development school, and is like, all right, we're gonna make a game, and it's, like, it just feels so baffling, and it oh god, there's so many fucking stupid moments in it, and like, oh god, I love Resident Evil 6. Like, it's so broken and terrible, and like, I think the game plays more like a beat 'em up than an actual shooter, because like, you can do like beat 'em up moves, and it's like, what the fuck is this? Night Slashers for the arcade by Data East? Yeah, I actually do agree with you that it was kind of the beginning of a downfall, and like, actually, I won't go more into it because I know that could get us a lot of shit. I actually really fucking hate Resident Evil 5 a lot. I had some, like, fun moments with it, but, like, overall, I actually really hate 5. Yeah, I love 4 a lot. I think it's a masterpiece. I think it's a lot of fucking fun. I think it has some of my favorite usages of shotguns in a video game. I don't know what the hell it is with Resident Evil 4, but, like, I love the feeling of shotguns in the game. They just fucking, God, they feel good. Just, like, shotgunning a fucking bad guy, just, and it's like, hell yeah. Like, oh, that feels so good. All the different shotguns in the game just feel amazing.
It's an amazing game. I mean, when the game came out in 2005, I actually got the cutout from the game, the cardboard cutout of games at EB Games
nice.
at the time.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's gone now, unfortunately. But I left it at my parents' house because I didn't have room for years, and then by the time it eventually they put it in the basement, it got wet, it got moldy, and that was the end of that.
No, of course. Yeah.
But I remember I was upset because I would have that thing in my house. Well, I would have been destroyed by now by cats, but I would have it still if it didn't die.
Michael, and Michael, just here, I'll do this just to make you cringe extra hard, but where's everybody going? Bingo.
They are dumb lines, but
they're really bad.
Yeah, that line is like the worst.
But Resident Evil is sort of like part of its charm is how cheesy it is.
Of course.
Like, the cheesiness doesn't bother me. It's more of it getting turned into, and like, I also understand that Resident Evil 4 is a great game and that people love it. Like, I'm not like, oh, you shouldn't like this game. Whenever I have a dissenting opinion, I'm never like, other people should think this. I just like, yeah, it hit me at a bad time because I was looking for more Resident Evil and I was excited for more Resident Evil. And then what I got was not Resident Evil. And I was like super bummed about it.
No, I get you. But yeah, I didn't know if we wanted to start this off with like probably one of the big hits of like one of the big hits of the year, if not maybe the biggest hit. But yeah, Resident Evil 4. I love this game. It is the start of a bit of a downfall period for the series because, like, 5 just terrible, and 6 is just holy shit. 6 is so fucking bizarre as a game. I think
6's biggest sin is being too long.
Yeah, it is. It is way too long.
For a Resident Evil game, if it was split up into 3 games that were each of the 3 parts of the game, it would have been like much better received. But the way that it was 3 games in one just made it so long that by the time it was over, everybody was just over it.
Yeah, you're all done.
Because I remember doing all the campaigns in 6, and then like I still had to do like after doing the main 3 ones, I still have to do fucking Ada's.
Yeah,
and I got stuck on Ada's campaign a bunch of times, and I was like, fuck!
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just too much game. But
there were so many stupid puzzles in her fucking campaign that pissed me off, and I'm like, fuck, I hate this. Yeah, Resident Evil 4, I think even with I think with what people could criticize of it, I totally understand why they do. I love it, but like, no, like, I totally get where people are coming from with like what they criticize for it. I feel like some of the criticism though can get a little ridiculous of just like, I don't know, like I feel like so many people think that Resident Evil 4 caused so many like issues with things where I'm like, I don't feel like it was that. Like I don't know. I feel like they're seeing, I hate saying this phrase because I always missay it, but they're seeing the forest for the trees. I feel like I'm missaying that. I apologize if I'm butchering that saying, but it just, no, like, I do love Resident Evil 4, but I totally get where people are coming from on it. Yeah, holy shit. Man, what a way to start a year. Resident Evil 4. I guess with that being said, though, let's move right along into our next picks.
Colby, do you want to mention the game? I have this.
We rank these at the end. Am I correct about that?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to do one of my honorable mentions. My list, I realized, is kind of insane because I had to dig pretty deep to find the games that I love from this year. But my first honorable mention was Devil May Cry 3.
Ooh, nice. Hell yeah.
I was not a huge fan of Devil May Cry 1 and 2. Like, I appreciated how they look, but I always got lost in them.
Mm-hmm.
So that was definitely a personal problem. And I've since grown to love, like, I love that the reboot, the DMC reboot. I think that's a hell of a game. I love 4, or I like 4. I love 5, but I really like 3. I think it was the first one where they took the Devil May Cry formula and worked it out in a way that it worked for me personally. But I think it does seem to be the favorite of Devil May Cry like heads.
Mm-hmm.
Like people who love the Devil May Cry games. 3 seems to be the one that they are like, oh yeah, of course that's the best one. And I probably agree that it's the best one. It's not my favorite one, but I can see why it's the best one.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, so Devil May Cry 3, I mean, and it was one of those games, every console generation has those games that are like above and beyond what everybody else was doing at the time, you know? And Devil May Cry 3 definitely like pushed what a game could look and feel like on the PlayStation 2 to like levels that I would have never expected the PlayStation 2 to be able to do what Devil May Cry 3 does. I think it's a really cool game. I think Dante's a really cool character. And yeah, I just think Devil May Cry is a really cool game. Hopefully Mike comes back. Do you have any comments on?
Yeah,
Devil May Cry 3?
No, I do. I feel like, ironically, I know the first version of 3 was like kind of noted for being so fucking difficult, but then there was a remaster, kind of a remaster of the game where the difficulty was actually toned down a little bit. I feel like 3 is like the most accessible of like the early Devil May Cries, because it's like 1 and 2 have aged not really well, especially like 2 is already not great, but it like, and then it's aged and that's just ugh. And 1 is just, I don't know, 1 is weird and just kind of, as it stands the test of time, it's just kind of, I don't know, a little odd and just doesn't feel right. I feel like 3 was like, oh, this is actually really fucking good. Like this really hits all the positive brain juices. I think I think 3 is so damn good. It's really good, really well made action, just damn good gaming, rock solid action gaming. The fighting feels good. The combat like feels so well done. I feel like 3 feels like what I think Devil May Cry has been trying to do from the get-go. Like 3 is like that, like, now I get it. Like, this is what the series has been trying to do. Like,
figure out how to make a game.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if I don't know if this story is like real, but apparently the first Devil May Cry was supposed to be Resident Evil 4.
That is actually
right. I've heard of that.
And I think like they figured it out. They figured out how to make Devil May Cry its own game. But since they started out as a Resident Evil game, they couldn't do everything that they wanted to. And then 2, like, I think they overcompensated for the difficulty. And then I think 3, 3 would have been where they really hit their mark. And I'm not saying anything new or groundbreaking about Devil May Cry 3.
You're not.
No.
It's a good game, though. I didn't play it until later. Because they made one version of it, then they made a second version of it for PS2 with the greatest hits. And I played that version I had. And I've only ever beat it once. Before this podcast, I went through all 3 of the original ones on the DMC HD collection, but I haven't played since then. Meaning to do them on this podcast. This has not happened yet.
Oh, wow.
I haven't done any of them.
You played through all of them and you haven't put them on a podcast?
It was before the podcast, and I just never got around to it yet.
Okay.
No, everything I play now goes on the show.
I thought maybe you had been replaced by a robot or something that didn't know that he had to podcast about every game that he plays.
Oh, I know that.
No, of course.
But no, it's a good game. And I'll go next.
All right.
Game that I want to mention. Let's go with something a little strange. Killer 7 came out this year.
Oh,
Killer
nice.
7 is my number 2.
This is kind of the beginning of an era of like just really fucking stylish, cool, just interesting, just really in general, like auteur games. Because like we've had earlier takes on like auteur games of the likes of like, Kenji Eno and like the works of Hideo Kojima. And I feel like there's other little like auteurish kind of games too, but like some of them may not be as known as like those 2 that I just mentioned. But like, man, the beginning of Suda 51, I think guy has such an interesting career. I don't feel like all of his games are winners, but this is a fucking
And just when this game came out, this was the second one of the Capcom 5, if I remember correctly.
Right, yes.
Or
this is
somewhere in there, because this was the year that we get, I think, maybe, I don't remember if we get all 4 Capcom games, or we got a couple of them, the Capcom 5. No, Beautiful Joe was the year before. So.
Right.
Yeah, so we're getting another one of them, like maybe the 3rd or 4th. I don't remember when PN comes out. I don't think it's all 5, but I always loved Killer 7. Like, I remember being introduced to it when it first released, because my friend was big in RE4. He was a big GameCube guy. Like, I remember him saying, like, oh, these games are coming for GameCube. They're never going to be they're only going to be on GameCube. Well,
yeah, of course.
That turned out to be a lie.
Yeah.
But no, Killer 7 is one of those, like, I was talking about it yesterday, actually, when I was doing another episode, and it came up. It's just such a strange game, though, that it's an experience to play it, because it doesn't play anything else. It's a linear first-person shooter, sort of, with some third. I don't even know how to. It's just a strange fucking game. Like, I don't even know how to describe it.
It's an on-rails first-person / third-person action puzzle solving adventure game.
Okay, I'll take that.
It's so weird, and it's one of these games that I played it and I was like a whole new world of like what is possible with video games. Like I don't want to
totally.
I don't want to make it sound like, oh, this was, but like nobody was doing anything like this at the time.
Totally.
And still very rarely do people do stuff like Killer 7. Like, and I think Suda has gone and had a great career. He's made a lot of great games, except for Shadow of the Damned. They're all great. But I think this is Suda sort of boiled down to his essence. This is as Suda as it gets.
Mm-hmm.
And I think like shit like this is my favorite stuff. Like somebody just sets out, Swery does the same thing. They say, this is the game I'm going to make. And people are like, nobody's going to play that game. And they say, I'm going to make this game. This is the game I'm going to make. Either you publish it or you don't. I'll find someone else to publish it. And that is my whole jam. That is my whole existence, is making the thing that you want to make and putting it out. And people are going to find it and people are going to like it. And a lot of people are going to think it sucks. But those people are idiots.
I get you.
Sold well. But no, I mean, hey, it's still been released. We actually did it on the show, like episode 30, 40 something. It's one of the earlier ones for the show.
It's a rock solid game. It's very different, and I love that it's so different. Really fucking cool stuff. I don't know, it does so many just weird things, and I love it. It's just so goddamn, like, I remember now the word I wanted to use. It's not eclectic, but it's kind of eclectic, and I love that. Like, it's just, I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, the PlayStation 2, I mean, the PlayStation 1 started it, but the PlayStation 2, I think, was really the thing that really let stuff like this happen.
Oh, totally.
There are so many PlayStation 2 games and like that had budget and they were just insanely weird. And like they don't do that anymore. And whatever. I'm not going to get into whatever. But like the fact that you could get Killer 7 put out on, well,
GameCube.
I say the PlayStation 2 because that's where I played all these games. But like on the GameCube, published by Capcom, Katamari was sort of the same general idea.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
Like these insane games that just got put out and people love them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's my number 2. Not to do a spoiler for my top 3.
No, of course. And it's funny you mentioned Katamari. I'm not gonna go into like a big thing, but I just wanted to quickly say and Katamari like exploded when it debuted. Like it was like, oh, this is so weird. No one's gonna like it. It's too weird. But then like, oh, hey, look, it's actually fucking huge, and everyone loves it. Jeez, it's almost like when you give things a fucking chance and let diversity happen in fucking video games, good things happen.
Thank you. Exactly. That is exactly right.
And then, of course, you also have, like, some of the catchiest fucking video game music ever created, and it'll be stuck in your brain, and, God.
And Killer
soundtrack.
And Killer 7's the same, not the same way, but Killer 7, like, the way that they use sound in that game is, like, not only, it's cell shaded, so it's still going to look good after all this time, but like the way that they use sound, the way that the people talk, the way that the weapons sound, it's all so ethereal and like dreamy that, that kind of stuff just didn't happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, Killer 7, God, a hell of a game. And I recently purchased it on Steam. And I'm like, I know that that's not the ideal version.
No.
But I'm still having a great time playing that, like, today.
Hell yeah.
I played this in 2005. And for something to hold up as well as that did is amazing to me.
Mm-hmm. It's a fucking good game. Like, it's just really cool and weird and unique and shit. Like, I love that type of shit in video games. I always have, and even as the older I get as an adult and a person, like, I still really love that type of stuff. Like I mentioned, like with the whole auteur thing of like, the likes of Kenji Eno and Hideo Kojima, because I really fucking like a lot of the video games made by those two guys, especially Kenji Eno. I love that type of shit. Just people just really doing weird creative stuff with video games. That's always just I love it. It's just it feels like a full course meal. Just
Yeah.
It kind of wasn't a game you want to mention.
Oh, all right. Well, so I know we started this off with probably the biggest hit of the year. So I don't know,
Fine.
I'm gonna warn y'all, some of my picks, some of these are gonna be well, duh, of course you'd pick it because it's one of the best games of all time. But some of these are gonna get kind of pretty obscure and a little off, but I really fucking like them. I'm so happy they started then and they evolved into they've evolved with the years to become better and better. So to start things off, in fact, I'm just gonna just making sure this first game came out exactly in 2005. Actually, okay, so it was started in 2004. Shit. Okay, well, it started in Japan in 2004, but it did come out in Europe in 2005, and more releases came out in 2005. So, okay, I know, bit of a technicality. I'm sorry, folks, but I do want to give it a shout out because I love what this series became in its later years, and I like how it started off. It's very simple. It is Onechan Bata series, developed by Tamsoft and mostly published by D3 Publisher. I love these games. They're such fun as hell, simple, really just punchy little beat 'em up hack and slash games. Just okay, you got these random Japanese women, we're gonna make them wear weird outfits and they're gonna beat the shit out of zombies and fucking cut them up with katanas and shoot them and do all these other cool things and just, fuck up zombies. And it's hell yeah. I love that type of shit. And Onechan Bata, got its start in the kind of middle half of the 2000s. And god damn it, I love this series. Onechan Bata is awesome. I have loved especially the last couple of Onechan Bata games. I know, I believe the most recent one actually got a release on Steam, and it's the price is a bit hefty because it's a Japanese developed game, and Japanese developers, when they release stuff on Steam, they expect you to pay full price. And when I say full price, I mean in the $70 to $90 range Canadian. So it might be a little less in American dollars, but yeah, $70 to $90 Canadian. But god damn it, honestly, most of the time it's worth that price tag. They're just that damn good. They're fun. They're just simple. They're so they're so crunchy. They're just so good. I dig the hell out of this series, and especially the later half. This series really blossoms into something just fun as hell and good.
That's cool. I did not realize they came out this early.
Yeah, they started off with, I believe it was the Simple 2000 series. Folks, for those who tend to import a lot of your games, for your retro consoles like your PlayStations and such, if you are a fan of importing, I recommend checking out the Simple 2000 series for the PlayStation 2. There's a lot of just super simply made games that are just they're lower budgeted, but they have such amazing ambition to them and just really cute ideas and really cool ideas and lots of lots of charm and quality to them.
Apparently, I own the one for Steam, Z2
Nice.
Chaos. No idea when I bought it, but I own it.
Z2 Chaos is awesome.
Yes, Z2 Chaos. I believe that is the most recent game. Actually, I think it's either that or Onechan Bata Origin. I know that's also fairly recent. Those are, just once again, such damn good games.
Origin is Origin I don't know if I'm remembering this correctly, but is that a remaster of Bikini Samurai Squad?
Yeah,
Origin is a remake of the first two games.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but Origin right now is available, on Steam and on PlayStation 4, and then Onechan Bata Z is on PS3, and I believe there's a couple of little spin-offs that have also come out recently. Schoolgirl Zombie Hunter as well on PS4 and Windows. But yeah, I think these are just really fun as hell games, and I'm so happy they started when they did in the mid 2000s. I know a good chunk of this series really got going in 2005. So I do apologize for the bit of a technical foul. I will make up for it with other great games in 2005. So moving right along.
I think it still counts.
It counts.
Thank you.
It started. I didn't know it was around that time, so that's cool.
Thank you. I
learned something new.
Thank you.
Colby.
Well, my next one on my honorable mentions list, I didn't love a lot of games from 2005. So I only have my top 3 and then 3 honorable mentions. But the second honorable mention I have is Psychonauts. I love Double Fine's games. I think the first computer game that I played was Full Throttle. Still on my top probably 20. I'd have to look at my list, but it's up there. Full Throttle is. And Psychonauts got a lot of shit when it came out for the bad platforming, but I don't think the platforming is really any worse than anything else that came out on the PlayStation 2. And the story is great. It had a lot of heart. The voice acting is wonderful. I just think Psychonauts is a wonderful game. I don't have anything deep and meaningful to say about it. I just think it's a nice, charming, fun game with a great story. And yeah, and I need to finish the sequel.
I need to play that game someday. I started back in around that time, and I never finished it. I gotta someday play it.
Yeah, I remember it not getting great reviews because of the platforming. The controls, people were like, oh, the controls are bad, and they're not great, but nothing on the PlayStation 2 is great for platforming controls. I'm sorry, God of War. That first God of War game has bad controls.
It's
as far as the platforming goes.
Okay, yeah, you're not wrong. That's a decent game. I mean, but no, it's not a good platformer.
No. And the puzzle solving is also bad in it. And I love God of War. I love all of the God of War games except for the newest one. But yeah, and I think that came out this year. Yeah, God of War 1 came out this year as well. Yeah. So I'm sure we'll talk about that one.
We can right now, since you brought it up. I don't...
Yeah, that's really all I had to say about Psychonauts. Is what a charming little game. It's another one of those games that people weren't doing. They were either doing something with a story or they were doing a platformer. Nobody was doing a platformer with that much heart. And I think that's... I just think that Psychonauts 1 is a wonderful game.
And then also, since you did bring up God of War, we can talk about that next, because it came out in 2005 and we should. I mean, God of War is a really good game, but I played it a couple years ago for the show. I still had fun, but yeah, the platforming is awful.
Yeah, the platforming's bad. There's a couple of things that reek of the devs doing their own R&D, or not R&D, quality control, QC. Because the puzzle where you have to push the boxes and the spikes come up out of the ground, you have to get that perfect timing. And that's one of those things that the people who make it test it, and they get so good at it that they don't think, oh, a normal person's not going to get this good at this without frustration. And then climbing up the spiked poles when you're going out of Hades is the same way. The combat is... For 2005, the combat in God of War 1 is mind-blowing. But yeah, the platforming is just bad, and that's early in the series. What am I trying to think of? It's just them not exactly knowing what they want to do with it. Yeah.
No, that series gets much better as time progresses.
Yeah. 3 and 2016 are masterful, masterpiece games.
And here's a random game that came out that I want to mention. Well, random to me, but I really like it. Metal Gear Acid came out in 2005, which I actually did not play until last year for the first time. That is a really damn good, strange fucking game if you like tactics and card games put together. I really like Metal Gear Acid. The game has some big problems, but I had fun. Either of you ever touched it?
I have not. I have not played many of these Metal Gear spin-offs aside from the Game Boy Color game.
Not a bad thing. That's a great game. Acid is not as good as Ghost Babel. It's just a fucking... It does have some issues of the final boss of the game is god awful hard if you're not cheating like I was. And the game doesn't respect you I go like, oh, do you want to exit the level and save where you're at? Yeah. Oh, sorry. When we meant save, we didn't mean actually going to save the level. You crazy? I know we've been playing for an hour, but that doesn't matter. It does that. It lies to you, unless you know. But that happened to one of my co-hosts when we were doing that episode. But I just really like, it's just one of those strange games that I was so interested in for well over a decade before I finally got around to playing it. And it came out in 2005, and I think people should, but you have to be a very particular type person that's okay with a janky game that has you using cards to move around. And
yeah, you have to be somebody who's not me.
No, I don't recommend this game to you have to be a very particular person because the game is not friendly. 2, on the other hand, is really good and very friendly, but 2 is not. 2005. That game I'd recommend anyone. This one I do not. Very specific people because it's a very difficult game too, and the game does not explain shit to you. Yeah, there's a few things it does not tell you.
I had Acid. I bought Acid on my PSP, even though I've never liked a Hideo Kojima game. I appreciate that he's out there making the stuff that he makes, but his stuff is not for me. And I didn't know that this was 2 things that I can't stand: tactics and card builder and a deck builder.
And stealth.
Whoa.
There's stealth in this game too, but not very good stealth.
I'm good with stealth. Stealth is my jam, but
not in this game.
Tactics and deck builders are generally not. I like very few deck builders. I like 0 tactics games.
Yeah, then don't ever touch this game. Like, no. I just randomly played it last year, and I was like, wow, this is it's interesting. It's too bad that we never got an Acid 3, because they fix everything in Acid 2, and then there goes the series. But that's neither here nor there. And Kyle, do you have any game? What's the next game you want to mention?
Sure. Okay, well, this is going to be a bit more on the side of more well-known of games. This one, actually, this also came out, like, extremely early in the year. In fact, this was released on the 10th of January, so holy shit.
I know
The Legend of Zelda, the Minish Cap for the Game Boy Advance. I have such an affection for the portable Zelda games, although I actually find Link's Awakening to be a little scotch overrated. I think it's
sorry, Kyle just cut out. We just lost him. Sorry, I'm not
shit. No, fuck. I'm being canceled. Shit.
No wait, Here, let me make up for it. I think all Zelda games are overrated.
Wow, fuck you.
There, now
act like I said a racial slur, and fucking Michael over here is like, oh, you know what? All Zelda games suck. Oh,
yeah, no, that's true. I'm trying to protect you from getting canceled about your opinion on one Zelda game by saying the same thing about all of them. And I also meant it.
I love especially the portable Zelda games, and fucking man, Minish Cap is so goddamn charming. I love it. Really great graphics, especially for the console. This is the post DS era of Game Boy Advance, so like now there's like the graphics are even more like impressive for the console. It's like late NES era, like where you saw like really fucking incredible graphics on the NES in that late NES era. But yeah, Minish Cap is just so damn charming. The dungeons are fun. The items are also fun. I really love just a lot of the elements to this game. I love making those little puzzle pieces, and every time you talk to somebody, like, you have the opportunity to connect a piece together and see if it fits. I love that. That's actually really fun. And I have such good memories of this game, and I still turn back to it, and it's still just so damn good and charming. I really love Minish Cap a lot. Just
amazing game.
Portable Zeldas. I don't know why, but this there's something unique about portable Zeldas. They always just feel all a little different, and I fucking love that.
I mean, Link's Awakening, Oracles, World. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. They're even like some of the top ones.
Even the DS games, and I don't even really like those because, like, everything is touchscreen, and, like, I get it, that's the gimmick, and yes, like, I respect that gimmick, but at the same time, I just kind of don't find them that pleasurable to play. But, like, even those, like, they just feel different to, like, standard Zelda, and I just, I really love this game. Minish Cap is so charming.
Minish Cap didn't make me have to go outside from a bar and blow into my DS because I couldn't play the ocarina. So that's what Spirit Tracks made me do.
I
had to go
love the
outside.
idea of like you're in a bar hanging out with like a friend or your wife or something like, oh, hold on, I'll be right back. I have to go blow into my DS, and it's like, what the fuck?
She was drunk, and she's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "You don't want to know. What are you doing?" I gotta blow my DS. Well, fuck you. What the fuck? And I'm like, I told you didn't want to know. So that was when I played the second Spirit Tracks.
I gotta go blow my DS.
Pretty much. And I was outside when people are smoking. I'm off in the corner blowing on my DS to the song. I had to actually blow to the song. Yeah, that was fun. So
I'm imagining you like outside with a bunch of smokers, and they're just like, "Hey, how you doing?" And you're just like, "Hold on."
Yeah, no, it was. But Minish Cap is just really good. I actually didn't play it. I missed it because I missed a lot of Game Boy Advance games. I didn't get around to it until the podcast 2021 probably. I played it, but man, I was surprised.
I've strangely known a lot of people who kind of had some falling out periods with like gaming in the 2000s. Like, I totally fucking get it. And like some people, like I've known some people who weren't gaming in like the 360 PS3 era.
Oh,
like, no, like I totally get that. Like people who just they fell out of it or something. No, I totally get that. Like I've known people who've had those sort of like parts of their life where like they are hardcore gamers, or they were and they are still, but like they just had a period where it's just like, no, like I just need to do some shit right now. Like
I didn't have a Game Boy Advance. That was my problem. And I completely missed that genre, or that not genre, but I missed that generation until really recently with the podcast. I've been playing Game Boy Advance games off and on. And people recommend.
I'm really happy this is like the opportunity now to do this for you. Like you've really taken this opportunity to really explore that. I love that. That's so nice.
I try to play all sorts of. I make an effort to play the random shit and do suggestions that people tell me that I would never play myself.
No, of course, and I love that. I love that this podcast is like you're just trying so many things out, and you're like really exploring video games. Like oh man, that's so cool. I love that. But yeah, that's pretty much me with the Minish Cap. Love this game. Portable Zelda has always hit a little different, and I respect the hell out of that. And this is the late era of the Game Boy Advance, post DS. So like Game Boy Advance. Getting some last call good games. Still lots of charming games on this console, even after the big other console. But yeah, that is my turn.
Okay, Colby.
Oh, well, if we're gonna stay on the portable Nintendo console train, it seems as though Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow came out this year.
Hell yeah! I know. I actually really love this game. Like, even like as flawed as it is, this good memories with this game.
I have been playing it. I loved it when it came out. I mean, it's no Aria. It was never as good as Aria. But I've been playing it, and I'm really up and down on it when I'm playing it this time. Just because it has a lot of great stuff in it, but I feel like Aria was so good because it was smaller. I think they took too much of the parts that you don't like about the Castlevania Symphony of the Night type games, namely the long hallways with just big enemies scattered every 10 feet. They do that way too much. And then when you get to the bosses, a lot of the bosses are really, really easy, which drives me crazy. It's like they want to be killed.
Hey, this game is not easy if you're stupid. I know you remember how I played it, didn't you?
But if you know how to play it, it is very easy. It's not without its charm, but it did fall on my list of favorite Castlevania games this last time that I played it. But still, man, for a DS game, I think because back then we weren't getting so many great Metroidvanias, so just having more of them was really like, that was what I was looking for. So yeah, Castlevania Dawn of Sorrows, I mean, I'm not going to say don't play it, but if you have the choice, Aria is better. Just play that, and it's not that much different.
It's no Portrait of Ruin, the best one on the second best one on the DS. I will say that.
You're right. It's Portrait of Ruin. It is so much better than Portrait of Ruin.
I love Portrait of Ruin.
Portrait of Ruin's fun. I had Like all the Castlevania DS games, like I really fucking like. I had these games also came out in like my teenage years, and kind of went through a bit of a crippling depression in my teenage years. And honestly, like those games were like my highlights of like those years of like crippling teenage depression, suicide thoughts, suicide attempts, self-mutilation, all sorts of lovely things. But then it's like, oh hey, Castlevania on DS, fuck yeah, these games rule.
Yeah. At least there's new Castlevania game.
Yeah, exactly.
Remember when that used to happen?
Yeah, I know.
I do.
I know. I'm sorry.
Hey, at least these got remade. I still can't believe that they remade these and re-released them in a collection. I still can't believe it.
I'm happy that Konami is at least that nice. Like I'm glad they're not like, no, fuck you. We'll never bring out anything from us or old games ever again. Fuck you. Like now they're like, here, have a collection, have another collection. I'm like, cool, thank you, I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's fantastic. But yeah, like I said, this is a bittersweet one for me because it is still a great game. It's still a Castlevania game, legit Castlevania game. Yeah, it feels like it's stretched it thinner than you want out of a Castlevania game.
No, totally. I can get that.
Yeah, but if we're talking about the best games of 2005, you can't not talk about.
I wouldn't say we're talking about the best games. Yes, we have been mostly talking, but we've talked about good games so far.
Yeah, well, I mean that's kind of the point of these like best of years. Like what are our favorites? That sort of thing.
That's what I picked. I picked my favorites. I didn't screw around with stuff that I didn't like or didn't play.
No, of course, good.
A game I want to mention that came out that I actually really want to replay, but I haven't been able to. I don't know if I have anyone that were willing to do this or has the equipment to do it. Donkey Kong Jungle Beat came out in.
Oh man! Oh, these games! Oh man! The Congo
Congo games. The Bongo games.
Bongo game 2 came out this year too, but Donkey Kong Jungle Beat is the platformer one.
Yes.
With the bongos.
The fucking GameCube bongo games, man, those were such a trip.
I want to replay this game for some weird ass reason. And I have one bongo. I don't know if I would actually use the bongo or if I would just emulate it and play on something else. Or actually, to be fair, I could plug the bongo into my computer. I have the equipment, but everything convert to USB at this point if you wanted to.
Of course, yeah.
I have the equipment for that. But no, it's one of those games I think about every so often because, it probably is a decent platformer, but the fact that you had to use a pair of drums to play it and it worked, like it actually is playable with those bongos and it was a fun time. Like
for the most part, it's playable.
I'm really liking it.
Those Donkey Konga games are, I am a rhythm game guy. Those Donkey Konga games are so good. They are fantastic. The platformer, first of all, it's a Donkey Kong platformer, so it's not good to begin with. I'm sorry.
I knew that was coming.
Sorry. Look, Zelda, overrated. Those Donkey Kong Country games fucking suck. They all suck. They've always sucked. And it's nostalgia if you like them.
You could disagree because you're right, Kyle. He's not right, but
those are bad games.
How dare you?
But yeah, to do it with the congas, to do it with the bongos, it's the best way to do it.
I keep thinking about this game. Like it's every so often it comes to my mind. I'm like, and I kind of want to replay it. I don't know why. I know you can play it with a GameCube controller too, and like one button is jump, one button is But I might do that at some point just because I don't feel like messing with the bongos. But man, I remember having a good ass time with the bongos, and it just. I like Nintendo at one time. I like Nintendo and GameCube a lot. My Nintendo love is well documented on the show, how I feel about them now. But I was a big fan of them over the years. Not currently. Didn't they sue somebody recently again, too, for emulation?
Sue people all the time. I am a NES and then done with Nintendo guy.
I'm up to... I just did a couple Switch games. I do some, but it's not really my thing. Even though I just did 2 really new ones, so...
I'm a noted Nintendo hater. I think they have 2 IPs that are worth a shit, and I was hoping to talk about one of them today, but somebody told me the wrong year.
Yes,
so I did. Talk about any Metroid games.
Hey, there is a Metroid game this year you can talk about.
Is there? I didn't see it on
is.
any of the lists. It
It's not
probably
one you might-
sucks.
It's not, maybe not one you want to talk about, but there is
Yeah.
a Metroid game in 2005.
Oh boy.
Metroid, that is not. What is it? I think give me one more second. I think I'm right. I'm right! Metroid Prime Pinball is 2005.
Oh boy.
I fucking love Metroid Prime Pinball so damn much. I fucking love that game. Just great game.
See, there was a Metroid game for you to talk about, Colby.
Yeah.
Metroid Prime Pinball. I love pinball. Look, I'm not going to talk shit on Metroid Prime Pinball. I like video pinball. I like regular pinball. I think Metroid is a great fit for pinball, but like it's video pinball. Like,
Yeah.
what are we doing? I got
I
nothing
get
to
you.
say about it.
I get
I
you.
mean, what we're doing is not using a great license that we have the way we should be, is what we're doing.
Yeah, it's giving us a new game in the only IP that Nintendo has that I personally like, and giving us a sequel every 10 fucking years. Great job, Nintendo. You gave me my second favorite game of all time, and then jack fucking shit since then, until, the next Metroid game. But yeah.
I forgot this game exists. I have actually never played this because I had a DS, but I didn't really mess with it a lot. Now that I have a flash card from my DS, I do go back and play DS games now, sometimes on the show.
Good. I'm glad you do.
Because that's one that you have to pretty much play on hardware. You can't. I mean, you can emulate it, and I have, but it's just not the same.
No.
Yeah.
There are some damn fine Nintendo DS games. I will say that. The Nintendo DS, 3DS, DSi were, for portable systems, man, like, they gave us WarioWare games. They gave us a bunch of good Metroid games, and they gave us a lot of good WarioWare games.
You need to play more of
Like-
that series.
Oh man, WarioWare is the other Nintendo IP that I will stand for.
Another series they forgot exists.
That Switch one is bad.
I was just going to say, though, well, it's a good thing you mentioned WarioWare being one of your favorites, because my next pick is WarioWare Touched for the Nintendo DS. I fucking love this game, too. I have some amazing memories of this game, and I still love playing it. Just, man, this game even has fun, like, time wasters. I mean, I know video games are essentially time wasters, but, like even playing with, like, WarioWare Touch has, like, these fun little activity things you can do with your touch screen. Like, you can turn your DS into a metronome, and it's like, holy shit, this is so fun. Damn it, Nintendo. Like, fucking, I love WarioWare so much. I love Wario so much. Like, I love the Wario games, and I love WarioWare, and it's just, WarioWare Touched is so damn good. And, like, just easily one of my top games of the year. This is how you use your Nintendo DS, is this awesome game. Oh man, I love this
so
game.
much fun. That was my second DS game I bought, or my first. I bought it really quickly, and that was like the only game I really played. That and Zookeeper. Zookeeper is not good.
Port of Zookeeper was actually like pretty legit, though.
Yeah, I didn't like it because I just don't really care for puzzle games. I don't even know why I bought it. Well, I know why I bought it.
I almost feel like I should be embarrassed for admitting this, but there was a DS port of, I think, like Diner Dash or whatever, like this Flash game, and like I actually got really addicted to it for like half a year. Like,
whatever you enjoy, like that's what. Like I will never call gaming a time waster, to go on your earlier point. I mean, people do, but to me, as long as you're enjoying yourself with whatever you're doing and you're not hurting anybody, it's not a time waste.
I agree.
That's always been my. I mean, now if you're sitting there, like, to me, a time waster when you're sitting there watching, like, you have something playing on the back, or you're doom scrolling on Facebook. Now that I consider a time, which I do too. But
I agree.
like, that's if you're having fun. Like for me, video games are always about beating them.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it's always like I finish the game, I finish my next like conquest, and that's how I look at it. But yeah,
no, of course,
on that.
I very much agree. That's my turn again. WarioWare Touched. This game is so damn fun, and it's still fun. It's so good.
Just thinking about WarioWare makes me smile.
Hell yeah!
I have 3DS that pretty much never gets WarioWare Gold taken out of it.
WarioWare Gold was also awesome. Like that was such a good game.
Yeah, it's like a WarioWare machine.
Good.
Yeah, WarioWare is awesome.
And what you have another game, Colby?
I do. I have one that I don't have too much to say about again, but my other honorable mention was because I forgot I forgot that Dawn of Sorrow came out. So the other one I have written down here is Destroy All Humans.
Oh yeah.
What can you say about Destroy All Humans? You play as a little alien guy who's trying to destroy all humans, and he's voiced by the guy who voices Invader Zim, so you're having a fun time listening to him talk. You are using guns that explode people's testicles and explode their heads, and you're scooping up their brains to power your scientific equipment. Man, Destroy All Humans is fun as hell. You just get to play a little murdering alien, and it rocks.
It's another game I've never gotten around to. Like, I remember it, but I've never played it yet.
Yeah, they
it.
remastered them, at least the first two that I know of. Those are the ones that I have.
I think there only were two, weren't there?
I think there was like 3 and a spin-off, if I'm not mistaken, which I might be. But yeah, the first one came out in 2005, and it's just a fun game because who doesn't want to destroy all humans? Like, I've been around long enough to know that destroying all humans is probably the best thing for the planet. But yeah, play Destroy All Humans.
Fun game.
You're right.
Really fun game.
There were a couple others. Destroy All Humans, Big Willie Unleashed, and Destroy All Humans, Path of the Furon, and then Destroy All Humans in 2020, which that's a remake. Yeah, they remade it. Yeah, they remade both. Yeah. And they're on.
Okay, so there was 4 games. I was right about there being 4 games, but 2 of them are spin-offs.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
There's your fun fact.
Yeah, I don't know about the spin-off, like the second 2. I never played those, but the first ones are so fun.
Maybe one day I'll get around to these. All right, next game that I want to mention is Shadow of Rome. It also came out in 2005.
Hell yeah, I love this fucking game.
This is a bloody ass game that I didn't even like. I never played it until a couple years ago for the podcast. One of my co-hosts at the time, he had recommended it and he wanted to cover it. And I had my problem with this game. Like, I can't say I didn't because it pissed me off a few times. But it's a pretty interesting gladiator game, and it really made me think about that time where, like, in 2005, 6, 04, we were like all into gladiator stuff. I'm assuming because of the movie played a part in that. But there were multiple gladiator games in Rome stuff, and now, like, yeah, we don't talk about that. They don't go there anymore. But it's a cool game. It's super violent, super gory, and it has stealth mixed in, and it works. It's actually a pretty decent game, following the normal Rome stuff where, you know, you're betrayed and thrown into the Colosseum to be murdered. You know, the normal Rome thing that seems to happen a lot in Rome type media.
And then this game that was almost going to be turned into a series eventually turned into Dead Rising because of Keiji Inafune.
Oh, the first Dead Rising was supposed to be a Shadow Rome sequel?
Well, what happened was that this game didn't apparently do so well, so Shadow of Rome 2 eventually just turned into Dead Rising, because it was like, okay, well, fucking let's try this, and it's like, oh, okay.
I mean, that's a good game, but Keiji Inafune made a lot of weird decisions for Capcom.
Yeah. And plus, like, I know he did philosophize, what's the term I'm trying to use? He had a lot of philosophy with, like, gaming is becoming more and more westernized and that sort of thing. So, like, I see why he was trying to go with games like Shadow of Rome and Dead Rising.
Odd.
Yeah, Shadow of Rome kicks ass. It's on the nose, but not enough. It's still fun.
I enjoyed it when I played it. I was surprised because it was something I had never touched before, so I was really surprised.
All right. Hell yeah.
I have not only not played Shadow of Rome, I have never heard of Shadows of Rome.
Oh, damn.
Don't be surprised. Most people haven't.
Yeah.
It's not it's just one of those PS2, later PS2 games, obviously, and it didn't go anywhere. Like, it didn't launch a franchise. It never got remastered, never got remade. Like, it's just one of those games locked to the PS2, and for a lot of people, lost in time.
True.
Yeah, don't feel bad at all. You have no idea what I'm talking about.
That's very true, unfortunately.
And Kyle.
All right, well, moving on. This is one of my favorite racing games ever created. I fucking love it so much. It's so addicting. I fell in love with the first second I played it. When I rented it, and I was like, oh, holy shit, this fucking rules. Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition for the PlayStation 2 and Xbox. Developed by Rockstar San Diego and published by Rockstar Games. I fucking love this game so much. This game kicks ass. This is such a fun racing game. This is my type of racing game. I love that it kind of more, it tries to go more for arcadey style racing games than realistic simulators that every racing game is now, and it fucking sucks and I hate it and it's so boring. Man, I want more arcadey racing games, and this game has it in spades. Even with all of the car pornography it has, it's still like, nah, this is arcadey as shit. And I'm like, cool, fuck yeah. And yeah, this game is so fun just to fucking drive around in and just, oh man, drive really fast and just do jumps and just, man, like I don't give a shit about cars at all. I hate cars, like fuck them, they're annoying. But like playing this game is just like, I get why car people go nuts over cars. Like this game is so damn fun. And like, God, I wish fucking Rockstar would make a new like Midnight Club game and like make it like arcadey, like the earlier game, all the other games are. Like, please don't make it another boring simulator. Like, fucking be fun, and have like fun arcadey racing stuff. Like, and have it with like modern graphics too, so it looks amazing.
Well, don't worry, Rockstar is only going to make one more game the rest of their existence, GTA 6, and then they'll never make another game after that.
That's probably right.
Fucking microtransactions.
Because it's already been taken several millions of years for GTA 6 to fucking come out, and then by the time 6 comes out, it will be the only game they will ever make ever again, and fucking...
They won't need to. Look at 5.
God, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you'll forget that 5 came out on the PlayStation 3.
Yeah, I know. Fuck.
That's insane.
I know. And it came out in 2013. Jesus Christ, that was already a decade ago. Fuck. Ugh. Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition kicks ass. Such a fun racing game. That is my turn.
Okay. Yeah, it interests me because it has a story I like. I mean,
yeah,
Colby.
I think the last arcadey racers came out sort of back to back, and it was when Blur and Split Second came out.
Yes.
Those were the last 2 racing games that I was like really into, but neither of those came out in 2005.
What's another game you want to mention?
That's it besides my top 3, which I'm surprised we haven't gotten to one of them so far. I also have Phoebe's top 3 and honorable mentions here.
Sure, we should talk about some of those. Which
we already did. Resident Evil 4. There are 3 fucking Mega Man games on here. Mega Man Battle... I'm sorry. We're joined by Phoebe. I want to talk about Mega Man Battle Network 6, Maverick Hunter X, and Mega Man 04. Sorry, that's just my girl voice. Phoebe will enjoy that, though. I told her I was going to do an impression, so...
She would mention 3 Mega Man games.
Yeah, 3 fucking Mega Man games came out in 2000.
That's why Phoebe is awesome.
So I haven't... I mean, Mega Man was never my jam. I know from listening to Nerds of Broadcast, they talk about Mega Man all the time. Those 2 fools love Mega Man.
Some people do. I mean, I like Mega Man to a degree, but the 3 games you mentioned, I haven't played any of them.
Yeah, no. Mega Man is one of those series that I like, even when I played them as a kid. Like when I played 1 and 2 and 3, I'm like, wow, these games are awesome that I will never get good enough at to like love them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
It's just one of those series. And then she had God of War on there and Resident Evil 4, obviously. Shadow the Hedgehog.
Wait, 05?
Apparently.
That game is complete and utter garbage. I like some of the frickin' I like Sonic games, but that game is so fucking awful.
And then there's a bunch of games on here that say never played honorable mention. So I'm not even going to mention them, Phoebe. If you want to talk about games that you didn't play, come on the fucking podcast, man. And then there is one more, which I'm surprised we haven't talked about. It's not on my list, but it is on her list, and it is Shadow of the Colossus.
A good Shadow game.
which is what I thought you were going to say when you talked about Shadow of Rome.
I was
like,
actually going to bring up Colossus soon. It was on my list to mention.
I was like, all right, here we go, because everybody who listens to this show is going to hate me. I think Shadow of the Colossus is boring as hell. And then when you finally get into the Colossus battles, the controls are really bad. Again, like really bad controls. And until then, you're just riding a horse around a big open world. I never understood the love for that game.
Because it's unique.
Even back then, I bought it because it was unique, and I played it and I was like, wow, I guess just being unique isn't enough to make something fun, because it is a dull game. And when you do get to the exciting parts, it's not fun to play.
I can't speak to the PS2 version. I've only ever played the PS4 version, which is probably close to the same.
I like the remaster. Yeah, I don't know the difference because I didn't even bother with the remaster.
It's really pretty. I can tell you that much. I should play the original someday. We actually did Shadow of the Colossus, but I played the remaster for episode 14 of this show.
Wow.
I know. I think it was 14.
800 years ago.
I mean, it feels like it's... I mean, to me, it's over 800 episodes ago. I can tell you that much altogether. Because there's, over 830 something of this podcast, somewhere around there at the moment. But
yeah. So, and again, man, the technical feat that game was on the PlayStation 2. And if that thing hit you, I'm sure, like, I get it. I get how that game hit people. It just didn't hit me the way that it needed to.
Me either. Back I saw it, but I thought it was dumb in 2005.
Yeah, I played it, and it's one of those things that, and Zelda is the same way. I wish I liked it more, because like people love it, but it doesn't give me that feeling. And then when people talk about it giving them that feeling, I'm like, I don't have that same thing. So like, whatever.
No, it's fair.
I have that same thing for completely different, like, insane stuff that I'm sure I've talked about before. Like, the stuff that hit me back in those days had to be way weirder and less like melancholic.
It's very clunky. I think is a good way to put it, because it's pretty deliberate type gameplay from what I remember, and it's a little, again, I do want to replay it. It's actually one of the games that I talk about doing a recover of for this podcast, but I don't go back to games that much. Especially not a game like, it just doesn't happen.
And that's a pretty big one to go back to. I'm sure like the speed run of it is probably not very long.
No, it's not.
You would have
to tell you that much. I've looked it up before. It's not long.
You just need to know exactly where all the colossi are.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I cheat. You know me. I have a guide and I know exactly what to do and where to go. And that's how I play it. But it's an impressive game for what it is. But
it's definitely impressive. And like I said, if that game hit you when it came out, I can imagine that being one of your favorite games. It just didn't do it for me. And again, just like everything else, I don't think anybody should have the same opinion of me, because I have some crazy opinions.
Yep, that is accurate.
Cal, you have some you want to talk about crazy opinions. You think Portrait of Ruin's the best DS Castlevania game.
Order of Ecclesia is pretty fucking good. So
Order of Ecclesia is amazing.
Ruin. Can't help it. But you're right, that is a bit of a crazy opinion. I have worse than that one.
Oh yeah, you definitely do.
A lot of Cal, do you have anything to say about Shadow Colossus?
It's a game that I respect more than I actually like. I'm actually going to go with Michael on this. But I do, once again, respect that. Well, I do respect the hell out of it. And once again, another auteur, Fumito Ueda, who actually, oddly enough, got his start with a Kenji Anno-developed video game, Enemy Zero, for the Sega Saturn and Windows. Yeah, Fumito Ueda, fucking really respect the hell out of that guy in his video games. I don't really like any of them, but damn it, I respect them. I really do. Shadow of the Colossus, though, it's pretty impressive for what it is, but I never really had any enjoyment actually playing it.
Okay, I'm actually glad, because I always feel like I'm the only one who doesn't fawn all over Shadow of the Colossus. And like I said,
it's baby's first art piece, and I don't know, like,
I like that. That is a good description.
As an art lover for a lot of different mediums like video games, movies, art, animation, comics, manga, anime, like, I don't know. I see a lot of those sort of babies first things, and I've enjoyed a couple of different, like, babies first things throughout my life, but then there are other babies first titles where it's just like, someone will be like, oh man, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, yeah, cool. It didn't do anything for me, but I'm happy for you. Good. That's awesome. Congratulations.
I never thought of it like that, but in 2005 I had already graduated from art school, so I can like, now it makes perfect sense. Like, baby's first art piece. You're right.
Yep.
Like, that was probably the first time somebody saw something that like hit them like that really made them feel that way. You're totally right.
Yeah, thanks. I don't know. I say a lot of stupid shit, but I don't know. I do try to say something insightful.
That's why we're on podcasts, because we can.
I mean, I am a white male from age 19 to 40, and I'm probably going to be on a podcast, I say on a podcast. I have my own fucking podcast. What the fuck am I talking about? Mike, by the way, thank you for pointing out that I am literally an internet meme. Like, oh my god, I can't believe it.
All three of us are.
I can't believe I'm famous. I'm an internet meme. Holy shit, I can't believe it. This is my life. Oh my
next
god.
game that I want to mention, which I'm surprised we haven't gotten to yet, and I love it. Star Wars Republic Commando came out in 2005.
Oh, what's up?
That is a fucking great shooter that I actually... Funny thing, it's actually the #1 episode of this podcast. Like, it has the most downloads of anything we ever done. It was episode, 21, so long fucking time ago. But for some reason, that episode just... A lot of people downloaded, but that's not what we're here to talk about. But that game is just a really damn good game. And I've always, I was always curious about it. I didn't finally get to it until way, way later. A couple years, episode 21 of this podcast. And I really like it. I mean, it's a really good Star Wars game. It's a really good shooter. Like, it deserves all the respect. It's just something about it. And actually, it's not our top episode anymore. Huh, I was wrong. It used to be. It was for a long time.
What is it now?
Right now, Star Wars The Mandalorian Season 1 is our top episode, then Pokemon Emerald, then Star Wars Republic Commando.
Wow, Star Wars love Star Wars who listen to this.
Yeah, I was just going to say,
I make enough of them.
You got the Star Wars nerds in. Congratulations.
I mean, only 50 people did listen to my Ewok episode, but that's fair.
Oof.
I make stuff to make stuff.
But for Star Wars, though, aren't Ewoks kind of a niche? Like, people are either like, oh, I hate Ewoks.
It's the movies.
No, I know, but it's like either people are like, oh, I hate them, they're so ugly, or like, oh, I love them. Like, I don't know. Like, Ewoks. It is,
but we reviewed the 2 Ewok movies, and people don't even know exist. So
I did. What's the third movie? Empire Strikes Back. Is that the third one?
No, Return of the Jedi is the third one.
Return of the Jedi. Trilogy. It's been a long time since I've watched them, but I did a podcast, and I was like, when I was doing research for the podcast when we did Return of the Jedi, I found out that David Lynch wanted to direct Return of the Jedi, and I just thought of what the Ewoks would look like if fucking David Lynch would have directed that movie. And they're already, like, back when I was a kid and we were watching it on VHS tape, the Ewoks were cute, but when I watched it in HD, the Ewoks are terrifying. And if David Lynch would have directed that movie, it would have been such a different movie.
No, Republic Commando still holds up. Like, it's on everything now. I want to replay it just because I haven't played it in so long that I want to experience it again for this podcast. And the fact that it did so good for this podcast, I want to just redo it and see what I think with a new cast when I play it. But no, it's a great first-person shooter. It's not super long. It's also a tactical shooter because you can tell your squad what to do. So that's cool too. So for a lot of people, that's probably their first tactical squad game because it wasn't, not a lot of people played them at that point, I feel like. I mean, it was a thing, but like for console games, you were just starting to get there, where PC was there for a long time. And one other quick game I want to mention is Oddworld Strange Wrath also came out in 2005. That game is really good. That's my favorite Oddworld game.
That's actually my number 3 game. It is by far my favorite Oddworld game. Stranger's Wrath is
the only one I want to play.
It's so good. And I slept on it for a long time because I like the Abe games just fine, but I didn't love them. And then Munch came out and I was like, whatever. So I didn't even play Stranger's Wrath until it was free on PlayStation Plus for like the Vita. And I was like, oh, whatever, I'll play it. And I even sat on it for a couple months after that. And then I played it and I'm like, holy shit, this game is incredible.
Yes.
It's so fun. Yeah,
makes me
Oddworld Stranger's
sad
Wrath. Oh
there's
my
no
god.
sequel.
Such a good game. I think that just got remastered too.
Not too long ago. It's on Steam and everything because that's how I played it. Yeah, I think the HD one came out a few years ago.
Okay.
But no, it's still good. I played it for this podcast, and I still really enjoyed it. Like, I don't care for Oddworld at all. Like, I own the entire series on Steam, but I only like that one.
Yeah.
I don't really care for any of them but that.
Yeah, I think they're all fine, but yeah, the Stranger's Wrath is on another level from the other Oddworld games.
To be fair, it's only one of two that I played, so
yeah,
I have zero interest.
It's also such a cool, like, I love that idea of making that world, like the entire world, so you can make all sorts of different types of games in that world. So like the Abe games are different from the Munch game, and then the Munch game is different than Stranger's Wrath. It's like those SteamWorld games. They just make a universe, and then they can make all sorts of different types of games in it. But yeah, but they definitely peaked at Stranger's Wrath. Man, what a great fucking game.
And Colby, do you have any other games to mention, or did I take your last one that you were going to bring up?
Well, the last one is my big one for this year. It's Guitar Hero.
Oh, cool.
Fucking Guitar Hero came out this year. I don't know your demographic for who listens to the show mostly, but if they're young, if they're anywhere under the age of like 25, they probably don't realize how big of a thing the Guitar Hero Rock Band was at the, like, when it came out. That shit was so big, and Guitar Hero 1 still holds up. I mean, I still have it in my PlayStation 2. I still have my little wired SG guitar controller, like this little tiny thing that doesn't feel great, but yeah, that game is really good. Even though it's mostly covers, even though it's got way too tight of a timing compared to the later stuff, it's just such... It was just such a benchmark in like music games, which I already enjoyed, and it brought like a whole new level to rhythm games, which got built up and got perfected. I think it got perfected with Rock Band, but it's still Harmonix doing the first Guitar Hero. I think they did a fantastic job with making the music feel like you're playing something similar. Like you're never going to feel like you're playing guitar, but
it does feel like it.
It does feel like it. Yeah. When you're doing it.
God, I love Guitar Hero. There was actually, I just moved back because I didn't buy it in 2005. I bought it in 2006, but I had moved to Minnesota and I just left Minnesota and came back because things didn't work out very well here. And I remember I didn't have any money, but I went and bought this game.
Yeah.
My parents were pissed at me. I was living with them. They're like, you got money to buy this? I'm like, well, yeah, but I was 18, 19. I was dumb. Fucking game's amazing. I'm glad that I was going to mention it too, and I'm glad you did. I never stuck with the series, unfortunately, that long. I played Guitar Hero 3, then I just was done after that. I never got into Rock Band, unfortunately. I've been wanting to try them on PC, because like I have all the ROMs. Mm-hmm. I have a controller to put the Guitar Hero 2 Xbox 360 controller. I can hook it up to my PC, but I've never actually messed with it yet to see how it works. But one day I might.
Well, I'm a drummer, so like Rock Band works better for me because I can play the drums.
Fair.
But I always thought that like a lot of my friends who play guitar were bad at Guitar Hero, and they're like, well, yeah, it's not like playing guitar. And I'm like, yeah. And it made sense then. I'm like, oh, I am good at it probably because I'm a drummer. Like, I think it's closer to playing drums than it is to playing guitar. And then, with Rock Band, you can actually play the drums, which is amazing.
You got me listening to some of the songs right now on YouTube from this game. God, I love this game. Oh,
it's so good. They got, I think the Helmet Undone is on there. or Unsung. Not Undone
Unsung.
is a Weezer song. Unsung is the Helmet song that's on there. And I can't think of too many more, but like
Want to be sedated? Introduce Ramones through this game for me.
Oh my God, I'd been listening to the Ramones since I was 7 years old. So
I should have been earlier. I never heard them until that. I think some of the other songs that are on here that I want to. Sharp Dressed Man, I knew that. Killer Queen.
Killer Queen is on there. Yeah, I think what the first Guitar Hero did was they nailed it with the playlist. Like,
yes.
If the playlist wasn't so spot on for what you would want to be playing in a rhythm game, it wouldn't have taken off like it did. But from the first tier to the last tier, every song on that game is maybe not my favorite song to listen to, but like the best choice they could have made to ramp up and teach you how to play the game.
Oh, yeah. It really does. Like, I'm looking at all the songs right now because I haven't looked at this in years, and I'm like, man, you're making me want to see if I can get this to work on my PC right now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a fucking stellar, like, not the best of the genre, but like the best way to kick off that genre, yes. I think.
All right. Well, I'd like to add a title
sure.
Since y'all kind of went back and forth.
Yeah, no, you're next anyway.
This is kind of in my best of, or the kind of runners up section. But one of my runners up, really, really fucking cool as hell game. Really cool horror game as well, too. Developed and published by Capcom. For the PS2, it is Haunting Ground. Really cool little horror game. I like it. Feels like a really cool successor to Clock Tower, and I've seen other people compare it to Clock Tower, and like honestly, yeah, it really does feel like Clock Tower.
Isn't it?
In a really good way. In a good way too.
I thought it was a successor to. Like a spiritual successor to Clock Tower.
It is, but it isn't, because it doesn't really have much of the developers or anything. Because like the director isn't the same guy who created Clock Tower or anything like that. Because like this is a Capcom joint all the way through, developed and published. Where a lot of the Clock Towers were developed by Human Entertainment, and I believe the series was created by Hifumi Kono. I believe that's his name. Anyways, yeah. Haunting Ground is a cool little horror game, really creepy, great soundtrack, lots of really cool music in this game, really fucking creepy music, just really good creepy stuff. When October rolls around and you want like a good playlist of just like creepy music and creepy video game music, check out the soundtrack for Haunting Ground and play the game too. A really well done little horror game. I really like it a lot. And then to add up to my next little runner-up. This might seem a little like, well, duh, but like, I still love it a lot. I think it's a fucking fantastic game. I loved it when it came out, and I still love it just on its merits alone of just being a solid, good game and really good graphics for the console, and just really charming as hell. Mario Kart DS for the DS. Really good game. This is probably one of my favorite Mario Karts, as odd as that may sound. I think this is such a cool game. Like, this really felt like, wow, this is what a portable Mario Kart can really be. Okay, like, a portable Mario Kart can be powerful too, and it can also feel like so well done and competently made. And yeah, I have a lot of, this is one of the other highlights of like my teenage depression years, is this game. Just, especially, I don't know why, but I really love the title screen music from Mario Kart DS. It just makes me feel so, like, cozy. It makes me think about, like, being in bed and, like, being in my pajamas and, like, playing DS in bed and just fucking watching anime and just...
Well, it's taking you back when you're younger. I mean, there's, just that time and place.
Just warm, fuzzy nostalgia. But yeah.
I love how you went from a terrifying horror game to a happy friendly game.
I know.
I appreciate that.
Super cute, happy Mario. Just
Haunting Ground. That game.
Yeah, I know, fucking Haunting Ground. Oh yeah, that game's very scary. But yeah. But I do apologize, folks, for the weird jarring jump from one another. But yeah, that's Mario Kart DS. Damn solid game. And I think even to this day, it's still really good and worth playing. If you want a cool little DS game, if you have the console, if you want to try it through emulation, whatever way you play your DS, check this game out. Still really damn solid. Just damn great Nintendo game. Really impressive stuff. Totally worth it. And plus, like, I loved playing as Rob the Robot in this game. That was a really fun character. I loved playing as Rob. Lots of good stuff in this game. Lots of good, charming Mario quality. But yeah, there we go. And then to follow that up, another game I'm going to bring up in my runners up is, let's see here. There's a couple, but I kind of want to truncate this a little bit so I'm not just like going on and on. Another game I'm gonna give a shout out to is probably, let's see here. So I'm actually gonna give 3 more titles, but these are special because no, thank you, I appreciate it. Of course, these 3 are special because these are all licensed video games, and I think they're all actually really competently made and actually good, solid little video games. One is better than the other 2, but all 3 are still really damn solid, and they're licensed titles. Okay, the first 2 that I'm going to talk about are a part of a series. It's Shaman King 1 and 2 for the Game Boy Advance. This is developed and published by Konami. These games are like essentially Castlevania, but for like young kids. And they're really cool, fun little games. They're really solid, like licensed games too. Really good stuff. This makes me think of the cool Konami era of like the Super Nintendo and the NES and like the, Konami arcade games. Just like, oh yeah, Konami just doing really cool licensed shit and like doing a really good job and just really having like just good video game fun. Like, so yeah, the 2 Shaman King games, and to kind of, I think, wrap things, my runners up, developed by Volition and published by, I believe, by THQ, The Punisher, another really fucking good licensed game. This is kind of Max Payne, but cranked up. As weird as that sounds, because like Max Payne's already kind of intense, but like, man, this game goes even further. The Punisher is a really fun, really good, rock solid little third-person shooter. In fact, Michael, I think you would actually like this, because what you were talking about with third-person shooters before Resident Evil 4 that did Resident Evil 4 but better, I think you would dig this. The Punisher is a rock solid little licensed game. It's available on pretty much all the consoles of that era. I believe on PS2. I believe there's Xbox as well, and I think there's even a Windows port that has gotten kind of doctored to run on modern hardware. But yeah, The Punisher by Volition. I'm sad that Volition is no longer with us as a developer. I think it's fucking bullshit, because they've made so many fun fucking games. Just really fun as hell games. The Saints Row games, this game, as well as many others. It breaks my heart to see developers like that just get shuttered out completely. Total bullshit. I hate it. This is part of gaming. This is the part of gaming that I hate, and it breaks my fucking heart, because these are talented people and they deserve to have their jobs. Like they are making damn good quality video games. But yeah, those are my runners up.
Okay. And I have a couple games that I want to mention, and then we'll start to wrap this up. And I do have one last game we need to talk about that I have not much to say, but I have to mention it. But first I want to mention 007 from Russia with Love came out. That's actually a fun third-person shooter.
Yeah, this was a cool era of 007 game. I believe this came out right after Everything or Nothing, and I fucking love Everything or Nothing.
Same.
That game kicked all sorts of fucking ass. I kind of feel like that was the big, like, fantastic third-person shooter game that was, like, the grand third-person shooter game before, like, the Uncharted games came out. Like, because, like, man, like, Everything or Nothing was just so well developed, and like the cover-based shooterness of it is really good. The gameplay is fun. Like, this is just a good fucking awesome James Bond game. Like, this and GoldenEye were just both excellent games. Just great licensed games.
I mean, From Russia with Love is loosely based on the movie, but it's kind of like a sequel to Everything or Nothing. It follows the same type of gameplay, but it was a good game. Cold Fear came out in 2005, which has been mentioned on this podcast before.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Good game. It's like your RE4, Colby, but harder and more annoying. But you can move while you shoot.
Mm-hmm.
I think the only James Bond, and I'm a big James Bond fan. Like we rewatched the James Bond movies like not too long ago, and for the most part, I really enjoy James Bond. I think the only, I mean, obviously, I played GoldenEye,
Of course.
and again, it didn't hit. And I think Kyle was saying it, after you said about the, it being art and whatever. And I was thinking about that. And then when you were talking about Mario Kart and you were talking about how it made you feel and how it made you feel and how it made you feel. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. Like some stuff doesn't hit everybody, and GoldenEye didn't hit me.
I get it. Yeah.
But Bloodstone,
That's a good game.
that was a 360 one. And it was like the Daniel Craig Bond, which is my favorite Bond.
I believe that was, yes.
Yeah, I that one I really liked. But
Nice.
like when I started looking for Bond games after that, like they're weirdly hard to find, and I'm not willing to like pay a lot of money for licensed games on a PlayStation 2.
No, that's fair. And the amount that like you'd have to pay for it is ridiculous. So no, you're completely fair. Speaking of licensed games that I want to play but are trapped to that system, I mean, like it stops me. Ultimate Spider-Man came out this year. That's a good game. I've been wanting to replay it for a while, but I just haven't gotten around to it.
Yeah, I don't have anything to say about that.
I've never played that. I'm a little fuzzy on that game.
I have no memory of it.
I haven't played it.
I just know I played it. I remember I liked it, and it's been on my mind to replay for a while for this podcast. But I don't do a whole lot of Spider-Man stuff on the show. So, but no, I remember it being a cool game, and you reminded me, and it's been on my list to talk for 2005. A couple other quick ones. Doom 3 came out. Great game.
Right.
Doom 3,
My favorite of those.
Also my favorite Doom game. Like 2014? 2016 is fantastic.
Yeah.
But I think Doom 3 really followed through on the horror of Doom.
Yeah, it does.
Which I am into. I love Doom 3.
It's my
and that
favorite.
Is not a popular opinion upon like with Doom fans. I know because I'm married to one and I have one as a brother. But I think that, nobody argues with me anymore that Doom 3 is a great game. But when I say it's my favorite, everybody gets mad at me.
How dare they?
It's my favorite of the 1 and 3 that I played. So I haven't played any others. Doom's not really my thing. I like that one. The first Lego Star Wars game comes out in 2005. That I had to mention. God, I love that first game. I remember I bought it for $40 a day. It came out. I was so excited to play it. It was a great game. Speaking of Star Wars. And just a couple other quick ones on the list. Sly 3 came out, which I don't have a whole lot to say. There's a whole episode of it. Go check it out. The first Fear comes out in 2000. Oh, you like Sly?
I love, like, as far as mascot platformers go, Sly are my favorite ones.
Okay. I'm surprised.
Because they have stealth. And they have like rooftop
1 and 2
roaming.
do. 3?
Yeah.
I didn't like 3 that much.
I haven't played any of them for a while. I played the first one and half of the second one when the remaster thing came out on PlayStation 3, and I think that was the last time I played them. But
3 is you play as everyone else but Sly, it feels like. So.
Okay. But yeah, I think the Sly games are the most interesting and most fun of the mascot platformers. I'm
surprised. I did not expect that. And 3 other games left to mention, and then one final one. Fear came out in 2005. That's a good first-person shooter. It's a really good shooter.
I have not played that.
It fucks with you, Kyle. Like if you're in the mood for a psychological.
Fear, sorry. Oh my god, I totally blanked and I thought it was something else. The original Fear, yeah, that game kicks ass. I'm sorry. Oh my god.
You can stop there. I mean, Fear 2 is pretty good too. You can stop there. Don't play 3.
Yeah, I've not played 2 and 3, but I really like 1. There's some good guns in Fear 1.
And yeah, Fear 1 and Fear 2 are really good. 3, it's sweetie to make a multiplayer shooter with co-op, and yeah, it's not Fear. So I'll leave it at that. And then King Kong, the official game of the movie this year, I really like that game.
That's really solid licensed game.
It is.
That was a launch. On 360, right?
Yeah,
yes, it was.
It's also an easy 1,000 achievement point. You can get it just by playing through the game. Hence the reason why I bought it for my 360 and played through it. So
And
I
you
like that game
probably
a lot.
also played the Avatar: The Last Airbender game.
How'd you know? You're right, by the way. I never beat it, unfortunately, because I wasn't a fan of Avatar back then. Like, I want to go back and play that game now because I really enjoy Avatar, but I've never messed with it since then. But yeah, I got all the achievement points. My friend had it, he brought it over, and we just played through it quick. Or we just played through the opening mission where you can get all 1,000 within like minutes, and then we were done. But yeah, I really want to replay that. And then another game, Condemned came out. Condemned, I really, really like that game.
Was that the DS horror game?
No, that's
No, wait.
Delirium?
That's a
Dimension?
360.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
I've not played the Condemned series, but I've heard a lot about them. Like, they look interesting.
Well, good
The
news.
first
Only
Condemned-
one is on PC.
I think
shit.
I think
two isn't.
Condemned 1 was the first episode of this that I was on.
Oh, shit.
It was? Is that how we met? We met in Giant Bomb, didn't we? The group that I was exiled from?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I remember maybe it was like a year in gaming or something, but I remember talking about the first Condemned. It's
a really good game.
It's the only melee-based first-person shooter I've ever played that felt good to play.
I should know this by now, Kyle, but if you like that type of game, Condemned is, and you like a game that's going to kind of fuck with you, Condemned is really good, and it's not that long either.
I will give it a shot. Thank you for bringing this up to me.
Condemned 2 is good too, but it's not as good as the first one. The first one is really a special game.
Mm-hmm.
I can totally understand that.
And 2, I played 2, I liked it, but it's locked. It's not on PC at all, so I've never done it again. I mean, maybe it was released PC, but it's not on Steam. That's for sure. Only Condemned 1 is, but Condemned 2 is on PS3, 360 era.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then the last game that we have to mention that I don't really want to is Grand Theft Auto San Andreas came out this year.
No, that's 2004.
Oh, what the hell? I was lied to by my freaking... I even looked on here and even said it came out in 2005. Let me
give me a sec. Let's double check. I'm going to do that.
June 7, 2000. Oh, for PC. That's right.
Yeah.
It lied to me. Oh, well, then I don't need to mention that. Fuck that. Okay. I didn't really want to talk.
I actually do really like San Andreas.
It's a good game. GTA and me are not the best of friends, but the funny story with Liberty City came out. I do have a funny story with that. In 2006, when I moved in with my girlfriend in Minnesota for a very small amount of time before we moved back, her loser brother, who will not hear this, ended borrowing, in quotations, my San Andreas, and I had the old version before they patched out the code and stuff, and he switched it with Liberty City Stories because he didn't like Liberty City Stories. And then we moved, and she's like, "Hey, he's gonna be pissed when he ever notices," because she knew I didn't really, I just the games. And we were moving back, and she's like, "Just give it back to me. I'll switch it. He'll never know. Like, it won't matter." And he's like, "Okay," but instead of doing that, he just sold it and a few other and that's my story of San Andreas. And I didn't find out till like a while later, and I was pissed. But of course, I couldn't say anything. I wasn't allowed to say anything to this day.
God damn it! I'm sorry.
I mean, I'm not with the girl anymore, and I'm not with that family, so it's okay. I can, but yeah, that's what I think of when I think of San Andreas. Is how my copy was stolen from me. I bought another copy years later.
That sucks. I'm sorry.
It's kind of humor at this point, but yeah, I never did play Liberty City Stories, or really, I don't really play Grand Theft Auto much. But yeah, that's. Let's go to our top 3, and I've been talking a lot. Kyle, why don't you lead us in?
Holy shit, okay, so, let's see here. Okay, for number 3, I'm gonna go with Resident Evil 4. Like I said earlier in the show, I love this game. I think it plays really well. I think it's fun and unique for what it is. I do agree with my co-host, Michael, about this also actually being the beginning of a downfall of a part of the Resident Evil series, but luckily, very luckily, the series got back onto better feet. It got onto a better situation and is now back in its more golden years. So hell yeah, I love that. And its newest iteration coming out next year looks fucking scary as hell and awesome. I can't wait. But yeah, Resident Evil 4 in my number 3 spot. Hell yeah, let's fucking go. Number 2 is going to be... Jesus, let's see here. Number 2 is going to be The Legend of Zelda Minish Cap I love this game. Sorry, like I know I'm being a little redundant at this period.
Fine.
I have such an affection for portable Zelda games. They're always a little weird and a little off kilter, but I love it. It just it's the Zelda developers just kind of doing some kind of weirdish shit, but like keeping it still Zelda-like. And yeah, Minish Cap rules. I think this might be one of the more underrated games of the series. I always feel like people kind of think I don't know. Like I think the critical reception of this game always seems a little odd. Where I feel like people are like, "Oh, this wasn't what I thought this would be," and I don't know. Like whenever I play this, I'm always so impressed. Really charming as hell game. And let's see here to end things off, and to end off with my number one. Let's see here. I think I'm actually going to go with, another Nintendo game, WarioWare Touched. So I'm going to say that 2005 kind of peaked quite a bit early for me, but I still think there are a lot of other good games throughout this year. Man, the heavy hitters of this year for me were all pretty much in the first 3 months of the year. But WarioWare Touched, once again, really fucking fun as hell, quirky as hell, Wario goodness that I love. It's weird. I love that. It's Nintendo just being weird, and I love that too. I love weird Nintendo, and I love Nintendo just kind of playing with ideas and just flipping everything on its ass in a sense. And yeah, WarioWare Touched is so damn fun, and just, oh man. It's weird. I remember getting a Nintendo DS for Christmas morning in 2000, I believe, literally the year it came out. So I got that first model of DS, which was kind of ugly and sucked. Honestly, like the DS wasn't good until the DS Lite. There, I said it. But yeah, WarioWare Touched, just, man, even on the original DS model, WarioWare Touched is still a damn blast. Such a quirky game, so many fun micro games, just those little fun time wasters, like popping bubbles on bubble wrap and, making a metronome and just, oh man, I love all those. Those are just so fun. And yeah, folks, that's my number one, and that's my top three of the year. So that is me. I will hand it over to the next person.
Colby, you want to do yours and Phoebe's?
Oh, hi, I'm Phoebe, and here's my top three. Number 3, Shadow of the Colossus. Number 2, Kingdom Hearts 2, because I have terrible taste in video games. And number 1, Resident Evil 4.
Nice.
Thank you, Phoebe. You can go.
She hears this.
Okay.
Man, Phoebe's gonna kick your ass. Like,
she doesn't mind jokes like this. Now, if he talks about how she works for, that she works for a plantation in the 1800s, then she gets upset. I make that joke all the time to her. That job.
I wouldn't say anything about Phoebe that I wouldn't say to her face, and yeah, she knows that I'm kidding.
Of course.
That I'm not kidding.
My number 3, Oddworld: Stranger's Wrath.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm not. I said everything I have to say about these games. Number 2, Killer 7.
Nice.
Play
Hell yeah.
Play fucking Killer 7. Everybody needs to play Killer. And then number 1 is
it's available on so many different platforms. Like there's so many ways you can play it.
It is on Steam.
Yep.
And I'm playing it on there, and it's not the best version of it, but it's still fun.
Yeah.
And number 1 had to be Guitar Hero. Like, I can't, probably
the biggest crowd pleaser of the year. Like, this is the game that fucking, if there was a party, if there was a party going on, or you went to a party, like, I'm pretty fucking sure, like, I will bet you money that somebody's fucking playing Guitar Hero at that party, or there's like group of people playing Guitar Hero, and there's fucking just, oh man.
That's all I was.
And I to this day play Rock Band. The reason I bought a PlayStation 2 was for Guitar Hero.
Nice.
There are other games that in the pantheon of games as art and games that like hit me in a different way, like Killer 7, that game hits me in a different way, but as far as video games go, Guitar Hero couldn't be beat for me in 2005. Like, that's just the one that encapsulates 2005 for me.
All right. And I'll do my 3. Star Wars Republic Commando, Minish Cap, and Resident Evil 4. Because I love that game. I will never not love that game. I have bought that game more times than I think any other game that I own because I have it on like 7 different systems or something.
Nice.
And I will keep buying it. So I haven't bought the remake yet. I still need to do that at one of these days.
Mhm.
I just haven't got around.
You should. I would like to hear your thoughts on the remake, Mike. I on both of you. Like
You will
I think,
eventually.
I'd really like to hear your thoughts on the remake from both of you. Like both of you guys.
I wouldn't mind playing the remake. If they did enough like quality of life stuff to it, I think I might enjoy it. Yeah. And now that I have all this time, because it's one of those games that when I played it, I had such a strong reaction to it that I never could quite get over my initial reaction to it. So now with all that time in between, I might be able to lighten up on it. I
don't know if you have a good gaming PC, Michael, but I do believe the demo is actually still up on Steam, so you can try out the demo.
How does it run on the Steam Deck? Because my PC is fine, but
it should run pretty well. I mean, the Steam Deck is usually pretty good with some of the the beefier kind of games. Like it should be, it should run pretty well.
Fucking amazing.
All right. Yeah. I'll check it out. I'm gonna play it. It's
verified.
It's definitely it's one of those feelings games like your Mario Kart. Like it's
totally.
hard to get over a feeling over a game, especially
totally.
Disappointment. I think is the hardest one for me to get over.
It's disappointment. It's a fucking it's a brutal thing, Yeah,
it's a tough one, but I'm one of the best games ever made. Yeah, I'm definitely willing to give and I played through the remake of 2, and Leon's, even though I always do Claire first.
Hell yeah, Claire! I love her. She is my favorite character in the series.
One of the years, very quick story, but I work at a convention every year, and I'm a handler for like the voice actors and stuff. One of the years I was with the lady who plays Claire in the remake.
That's so cool.
One of the nicest people I've ever met in my life. Like I was.
Oh, that's so awesome.
We had such a fun time, and she like gave me an autographed picture of Claire. She like drew a little She drew a little picture of Claire shooting zombies. I'll put it in the Discord.
Please do. I want to see that. I want to see that so badly. I love that whenever the guy who does the voice of Leon in the remake, especially for the guy who voices Leon, I love that, like, a lot of the time when he's at a convention, like, people will fucking get him, like packs and packs of Oreos. Like, it's just this weird, like, recurring, like, meme, like, fan joke that, like, Leon likes Oreo cookies. And he'll get, like, a ton of Oreo cookies.
I just put them in the back, here, do we want cookies? I don't.
It's like, my god, you just have unlimited supply of fucking Oreos.
I just posted that picture up in the Discord, if you want to see it, listeners, join the Discord.
It's free. Hell yeah, it's free.
You don't even have to be on the Patreon for it.
No, some people do actually make you join the Patreon, join the Discord. I've seen that before.
A lot of people do.
I would not do that. I don't even like having like. I'm actually going to be making my first episode soon that's going to be exclusively for Patreon because it's me playing D&D essentially. But like, I don't like putting. I don't want to put anything that's blocked by a paywall, even though like I don't. It's just me. I don't know. I don't like that idea. I want everyone to just enjoy.
I'd be really curious to hear that specific episode because like
it'll be video when I do it. It'll be.
Yeah, okay. Because I'm going to start
just videoing the Roll20 screen as we play and move our tokens and talk.
Okay,
is my goal.
Nice.
So
I was gonna say, I don't know what your layout's gonna be like. Like, what's that gonna be like? I'm really
no idea either. I've never used OBS. I gotta mess with that one of these days.
No, of course. OBS is it looks like kind of complicated, but it actually is easy once you understand what like the words mean. Like it's one of those programs. Once you understand what all the fucking words mean, it's like, okay, cool. Like now I get it.
Thankfully, I know a girl who's gonna help me set it up.
Cool.
She just doesn't know it yet, Phoebe. So
good. Okay, good.
All right, I think that
Phoebe is always a good bean.
She is. We should go to plugs. And Kyle, where can we find you at?
All right, well, holy crap. Okay, cool. All right, y'all, you can find me on Blue Sky at chibufo.bsky.social. That's where I pretty much am for most social media stuff. I've kind of given up on a lot of different sites because of, like, meta and political stuff and just fucking blah. I don't like that shit. I'm just... Fuck all that negative nonsense. But you can also find my podcast, the Unidentified Flying Obsession Podcast, or the UFO Podcast. You can find the Unidentified Flying Obsession Podcast wherever you get your podcasts, folks.
All right, and Colby.
You, I guess, can follow me on Blue Sky, Jack Billings Pod, at bsky.social. I don't really post there because I absolutely hate social media, which is bad for my podcasts. But I think it's good for my sanity. But if you do want to listen to my podcast, if you want something a little bit different than most of the things you've ever heard, can listen to Jack Billings Presents. It is a scripted comedy podcast, takes place in different alternate realities of Reading, Ohio. One Mike Albertin is in this season. Phoebe is also in this season. Kyle Gorman? Yeah,
it's Gorman.
Gorman is also in this season. There's a lot of your Games My Mom Found favorites, and I plan on having more soon. You can also, if you like a more traditional podcast, I do a show with my podcast soulmate, B. Highland. We talk about the television show JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. That show is called This Bizarre Adventure, and I think it's delightful. And that's where you can find me.
All right. And if you enjoyed this episode, it's over 800 other episodes of this podcast. We do movies, TV shows, video games, comics, all sorts of content, whatever the hell I can convince people to talk about, people to talk about, a little bit of both. So you can find everything we do on Podbean. If you want to support, do a Patreon, little dog vote in our Patreon poll. We have 1 to 2 polls a month. Great way to check out great way to support the show. If you want to be a part of the show, if you want to suggest things for the show, if you want to lurk and join the Discord, it's free. So we're always happy to have new people join that. And want to give a shout out my awesome intro and outro courtesy of Helena at Hell Has Free. You can follow her on TikTok and Instagram, and check out A Gamer Looks at 40 with Bill Tucker, and also check out absolutely the best podcast of Work in Progress. They talk about the MCU movies and MCU adjacent movies because they're now caught up. So now it's going to be just other stuff.
Now here's my question for you, Mike. The thing that you do at the end of each episode for other podcasts,
yes.
how do you apply to get to be part of that?
You pay on Patreon. I should say that, shouldn't I?
Oh, okay.
I should probably say that. Well, Bill did so many stuff with me before he started his show that I felt that I owed him because he played such a big. Helena made the music. That's why I mentioned her. But Zach, he's on the Patreon.
Okay.
So yeah, it's up here. I just don't mention it, but it's there. I don't know. Again, I'm not good at like marketing the podcast to sell it. I'm good at listening to my show and posting everywhere, but I've never been a big that's just not me, I guess.
Yeah.
People have talked about we should make a bonus show and we should do this and I'm like, I want to, but I don't want to cut it to where only a few people I want. Yeah. So we do very few exclusive to Patreon things on Billings, and a lot of them I put on the free tier. Mostly our Patreon is early access to episodes. That's what I meant to do. I mean, and I easily could because I make this content months in advance usually.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, never done it. I don't know. I don't know how to link it correctly, and I just never bothered. But yeah, I should start saying that every time But yeah, if you want to be mentioned, join the Patreons. I will mention your podcast. Everybody out there who's still listening to me. All right. And please follow Facebook, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, YouTube, audio only, rate and reviews wherever you get your podcast. I think that's everything I need to say. So we will see you guys all next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
See ya.